Right, hi everyone. So welcome if you're new. My name's Claire, not Crystal, and this channel's about twin flames, empowering your divine feminine, your divine masculine within you and within a connection, whatever's going on. Right, I'm finding it really hard. Well, I don't know because this is the first time I've spoke, but like I'm finding it hard to articulate what. And I mean, now that I am speaking, I'm seeing that that's true. I'm I feel like I'm going to find it hard to put into words what I'm experiencing. And basically, I get what it is they're trying to say to me, right? Because, also, first of all, everything I do is channeling, everything I do is healing, and you can read all about all the different healing modalities that I use in the description box below if you're new, and everyone else, you know the deal, you know the drill. But so when it seems like I'm just chatting here, I'm not, I'm channeling through the energy, and it's really, really strong today, and it's very, I mean, my channeling comes through quite serious quite a lot anyway, and or I'm in jokey mode, but it feels very galactic is the word I want to use, and I always use the word galactic when it's Aquarius moon, and we're in Aquarius moon, so Aquarius moon is about spiritual awakening. It is very much ascension stuff. It is weird and wonderful, is what I always like to use for Aquarius stuff. It's unique. It's original. It's shock surprises. You know what I mean? It's that. It's that kind of. It's just unpredictable, and that's yeah. So that's basically a wee bit of what I want to say about that. So, but basically that's what I'm saying. Like, so like I said before, like I keep not being able to get to sleep till like on average 4 or 5 in the morning, and so I'm not getting up till later in the day. Sometimes I do get up and it's still an alright time, but that's what happened today. Like Mondays are my day off when I don't, even if somebody wanted to book a session, I don't have them. It's my day to myself. But basically, um, yeah. So what I'm saying is, I just feel quite spacey and out there, and it doesn't help the fact that I'm laughing that I've got a lot going on in my house of, well, the 12th house. I've got a lot going on just now, so which is why I'm taking some downtime from the live streams, while and just working on a lot of my own stuff and just a lot of the stuff where I want to take a business and everything. But basically, so it's exciting. I'm getting a lot of stuff to do with that, but at the same time, I'm still getting all the like fucking wild, far out there downloads, which are just, yeah, that's the only way I can describe them. Like today, right? I'm going to try and put this into words. Today, I feel so like in between worlds. It's not even funny. Like, and that's weird for me because, like I said, I'm used to these higher dimensional shifts and energies, and that's basically my life. Um, so it took me a wee minute there, like, as it often does, to work out that what's being impressed upon me is what some of you are going through, the divine masculine. And then, so like I said, it did take me a wee minute to work this out because I was just feeling like really, and it just doesn't, and again, it's like, it's just with certain things, right, I don't even know where to start. So yeah, I caught something as well, like I caught a film as well, but I actually am being guided to, what I'm going to be doing is I think I'm going to be starting my paid content now. It just feels time because it just feels like some of the downloads that I'm getting are just really far out there, and but like a lot of the stuff I channel is far out there, but I just feel like I want a wee bit more privacy with it for whoever wants to see the message. So even if that's like fucking 1 or 2 people want to see the message, it will grow over time, and I'm fine with that. So again, even if I don't do that, the second bit, like what I'm saying to, like, the one that'll be behind a payment, I could see that coming soon, just because of the nature of the things. But anyway, so yeah, that's happened, and yeah, I'm going to keep going because this just seems so fucking. But this is what I'm saying. It's like I feel I'm channeling somebody's energy, and I'm going to hazard a guess it's a divine masculine energy, regardless of your gender. It'll be whoever it is feels like it, and that's, you're stuck between worlds, or you're being pulled in 2 different directions, because, and there's a few synchronicities I had to tell me that throughout, basically with synchronicities I found when I turned the TV on, which again, that is what I feel I want to talk about in a separate video that'll be, yeah. And if I don't end up doing that, I don't end up doing it, but like, and I'll just probably end up doing it on one of the videos that you see on here, but that's kind of what I feel I'm being told right now. But anyway, what I could say right now is, it's very in line with this. It was like, I felt like I was being told that, I feel, basically, I'm just going to describe how I feel, but it's not me as in Claire. It's like I'm channeling the energy of the people that are going through a huge spiritual awakening, which is me too, by the way. It's just getting fucking higher and higher, and it's just getting even more heightened for me. But I've been on this path a very, very long time. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't stop for any of us. But I'm going to channel it as how I felt it, and I feel it's for one of you watching this, or it's your twin, or it could be both of you at the same time. But basically, I feel like I want to go to follow my dreams, and I want to go higher, and I want to believe in the impossible, and my fantasies come in reality. This is what I feel this person's feeling. But it's like, but I also have to be grounded in this reality and what's practical, and so anyway, that's what I was feeling, right? And then, I shit you not, so again, this is the bit where it's like, you either believe me or you don't, and I'm just a messenger, right? I then pulled soul star activation, fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are, and I was like, holy fuck, right? We need to get the press record. It's basically somebody's going through a huge awakening, and their soul, never mind your crown, because that's the top of your head, your crown chakra. It's usually connected with the colours of purple, indigos, third eye, crown chakra sort of colours. But the soul star chakra is above that, and that is the chakra for me that is about your unique magic. Like, and look at what I just said about Aquarius moon. It's kind of like when I said in the one yesterday, if somebody tried to copy, which I don't know why I keep saying that. Anyway, but it's either, it must be happening to someone, or it's happening to me, but whatever. It's like, it's specific to, it's like, it's specific to, basically, like, when I said that about the way in which I decode, because that's what it is, like the way in which I decode the information that I get, mostly from films, songs, but really it's anywhere, but it seems to be most of the time it's films just now, that is unique to my soul's blueprint. You know what I mean? So it's like what I said, it's like, if somebody tries to sort of be an exact replica of you and your soul's blueprint, it doesn't need to be like that example, just anything. It's like they can't, because they're not you, kind of thing. And it shows eventually, you know what I mean? Now, like I said, I've got absolutely no idea why I'm channeling that energy, but that is what's coming through there. It makes sense to the Aquarius thing, but it's something that's unique to you. So someone is remembering who they are, but I feel that it's about, because this is for twin flames, like when you are remembering who you really are, and you're being pulled to follow your dreams, you instantly, if you're a divine masculine, you remember who your divine feminine is, if you didn't before, or if you're confused about it before. And this is what I feel. Again, it feels like a really powerful energy that's coming in for someone. Like, just, it's absolute. And that word purity is coming to me again today. It's just like something is just so clear, but it's really big energy. And then I couldn't fucking believe it, because I was getting this feeling of, it's like I said, it's being pulled to the higher energies. It's, the pulled to jump a timeline, pulled to the new earth, whatever you want to call it. I can describe it practically as in wanting more for yourself, right? And out of, like, coming out of the confines of what you've been, I wouldn't usually use that word, but the prison that you've been living in, like, so somebody must feel like that for me to describe it like that. And wanting more for yourself, that feels like yesterday's video. But then being pulled back down to earth, because the soul star chakra is the one right at the top, and the earth star chakra is the one right at the bottom. These are the two chakras that don't even get mentioned sometimes when people are doing a chakra meditation, because they're so kind of like connected to above and below. This is like really deep. This is what I'm reading about. This is why I'm going to be doing other videos that if you want to watch them, you know, you can either join the memberships that I'll have eventually. I might even have them by the time you're watching it. Well, not by the time you're watching this one. Or, you know, it'll be a fee to watch it. Because that's what basically my guides are like. Like, look, you know, this is the way for me to receive back for all the energy that I'm putting out. Because like I said, these are big downloads that I'm getting. It's big energies. And anyway, blah, blah, blah. Right, so Earth Star Chakra activation, anchoring, grounded action, Isis energy. So again, I very much feel the goddess Isis energies are coming in here. So it's going to be stuff to do with soul retrieval. Again, divine feminine, divine masculine. But this is what I feel like, yeah. So, like I said, it really is hard to date. Usually what I would say is when I can't put something into words, it's because you can't articulate what is happening to you into words, or your twin can't. But today it's that, okay, it could still be that, but it feels even bigger than that. Like, I can't find the words to describe the feelings that I'm having. And that's why I really, like I said, I really had to stop to ground myself. Like, I've not eaten today, so I'm going to go, all I've had is a coffee and been getting all this information. And I'm going to go and eat after this to ground myself. Because like I said, I'm right up here right now and I need to ground myself. So you see how that works? It's like, they were like, you have to record this before I ground myself properly, because it's like, and this keeps happening in the last few videos I've done. My eyes have been homed in to the word Lemurian. So it's the Lemurian energies it is very kind of galactic energies I'm feeling. I mean, like I said, that's always what I'm channeling, but it's just, well, it's kind of like when I said the other day, like maybe there's going to be light beings energies that people haven't even wrote about before coming in. Like, I don't know what else to say. I'm just feeling big energy. So anyway, I'll shuffle these again and see what comes out. But that just blew my mind, because that's exactly what I was feeling. I feel like I'm a person that's been pulled to great new heights, which actually is so high you could feel like you're losing your mind. That's basically what I'm trying to say. It's like massive spiritual awakening energies. It feels not real. That's how it feels. When I was sitting there, when they were impressing upon me, again, because I have to keep stressing this, I'm a channel. I'm a collective channel for world events, so I can bring through information about things going on in the world. I'm a seer. So I see way, way in the future, remember, crystal clear visions. But also I'm a twin flame channel, so they impress upon me what the divine masculine is going through, as well as the divine feminine. And it's just whoever needs the most help that day is the way that I see it. But it's like the feelings that I was having, as I've now worked out, they were showing me what divine masculine is going through, is it was really uncomfortable. Like, I felt like this isn't real. That's like, I felt like I was like, this is just, pinch me, I'm dreaming, what the fuck is happening? Like, just really kind of like, this is just fucking nuts. Like, that's what I was feeling. So let's just put these back and see what happens. So again, if this is you and it resonates, you're aware that there's your spiritual awakening and you're seeing all the different synchronicities and connections and things going in the world, things going in your own life, maybe even people being revealed around you that aren't to be trusted, who I feel you really would have trusted before. So that's a thing that I'm feeling as well. And then you're getting pulled back down to earth, being like, nah, I need to just, ground myself, or, it's very conflicting, very conflicting. But also, this is a huge message, because you could see this as divine, although that's Isis, that's divine feminine. You could see this as divine feminine, divine masculine anchoring in these energies. Like, it's an activation for the anchoring in the unions that are taking place. Right, where did I just put that deck? Right, let's see what else comes out. So I want to shuffle the medium. Let's ground us a little bit and pull the mediumship Monday. I'll pull a bit of paper to see what I'm going to be focusing in on. The candle went out, right, and I've ran out of candles. So again, that has meaning too. It's like you may be low on energy, so just take care of your energy, because we move into Pisces moon after this Aquarius moon, and that is exhaustion. That is very much, both Aquarius moon and Pisces moon are elements of spiritual awakening, I would say, because it's like Aquarius is galactic out there. It's just kind of like expect unexpected, unpredictable energies and shock, surprises, all of that kind of stuff. And the Pisces is the 12th house of, like, you know, the hidden, the spiritual, the dream time, the magical, the mystical, and that's the feelings that I'm feeling. It's very much fantasy, dream world. Yeah. Okay, so what do we need for Mediumship Monday? Twin flame. Okay. We're back to that again. So if you wonder why I'm laughing, and every time I pull a bit of paper for this, I always pull that one, and I usually pull channeled astrology, and you'll notice I've got the astrology cards under here, which I don't use too often, these ones. So yeah, this is a message for the twin flames. It always is, but it specifically is homing in on that and shadow work. Yeah, that is exactly bang on, and that's good because that fits in with the Halloween cards I'm using. So we're going to be doing some shadow work. We're going to be doing some twin flame messages, but because it specifically said twin flame messages, I am now being drawn to this deck. So what is it? See, now my mind's like, this deck wouldn't have something that's big enough to describe what I'm sensing, but let's just trust and see what comes out, because they did guide me to this. I fear that if you get too close you'll hurt me, so that's somebody's worry, whoever's going to connect with this. And trust me. I see myself having kids with you, and the silence is killing me. So again, this could all make sense to someone, or it could be bits and bobs making sense to different people. My life has changed so much since meeting you. Because obviously with some of these, if you're past childbearing ages and that, or you can't have them or whatever, I'm so scared to change. And I want to come back to your way of belong. Right, so there's something in this about, again, that kind of fits with what I'm saying. It's like someone's being called to follow their dream. Right, let's shuffle these again. No, wait a minute, I was going to do these. Where's the Divine Feminine at then? Let's see. The Generate, oh my god, there's something about staying grounded. But you see, I do get what that means. It's like, by the way, can I just say, oh, that's really funny, because I'm a generator in human design. Which, yeah, anyway, so I feel feminines are being guided to stay as grounded as you can, because what I've just channeled and described is what some of your masculines are going through. And masculines, you can actually, look, oh my god, see, they're doing this because it's like, look, right, like, this is in public, and I'm aware of that, right? So, but again, I'm over what people say about me a long time ago, but what I'm saying is, they're just backing up, because I've just said all of this. Someone's experiencing extreme spiritual awakening, shift to be shifted, tower moments, but tower moments doesn't feel like a big enough it doesn't feel like a big enough thing to say, tower moments. This feels scary. It feels scary. What I'm feeling someone going through feels scary, actually. It reminds me of when I went through my darkest night of the soul in 2016. Again, I'd went through huge spiritual awakenings prior to that. Like, I was very much wide awake in 2012, and when it was, when they were saying it was the end of the world, and it was really just the end of the world being one way before it shifted. It was a shift in consciousnness. I basically know what it means, and most people can't get their head around what that means, but I know that that's not the people watching this. But anyway, blah, 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 spiritual awakening. So divine feminines that can get what's going on. You're being guided to stay grounded as you are going through a heightened part of your awakening, but your masculine's really going through it, is basically what the message is there. And also remember, when I say divine feminine, that's masculine's feeling. So the masculine is trying to stay grounded, feeling a need to stay grounded, but finding it very hard because they're being pulled to the higher dimensions, which is exactly what I said. So divine masculine. Now, if it's got the wee guy floating in the air, that'll be weird. I can't remember what it says, but I can't even deal with how fucking psychic I can. That's the one. That's the one. My heart's racing, guys. That's, again, this is what I mean. When did I ever get freaked out about how psychic I am? I've been psychic my whole fucking life. This is not me. This is somebody's going through this right now. And that's the card, obviously. The guy suspended floating in air. So you might not be a guy, but somebody's feeling like this. You could be a woman feeling this. Healing the bandage, time to forgive, but it's more the picture. Look, this is, I feel like someone's surrendering in the spiritual awakening, but it's like because you've got no choice, because it's fucking terrifying. Because your soul is merging with your twin flame, if this is yours. Your feminine twin is activating your higher self. Your feelings are coming online. Feelings of forgiveness, strong love's coming in. Oh my god, I'm sure I channeled this for I'm sure I channeled this on the shorts. I'm sure, like, honestly, like, I'm sure Tuesdays or Wednesdays is about overwhelming feelings of love. Twin flame. Everything's possible. Obviously, I mean, this is a twin flame ascension deck, so that's not that weird. I wasn't going, I was just more it's everything is possible. This is what I'm feeling today. It just feels so like, it feels so out of this world, but not, and it's like I can't, I was about to say, but not in a good way, but it is in a good way, but it's not. It's like someone's feeling just really freaked out. It's needing to ground, shield, protect your energy. They're going through a dark night solar rebirth to reach the Holy Grail. It could be releasing core wounds with soulmates, karmic purge, really getting triggered by the twin before returning home. Some of you could be, again, having false twin flame interactions, realising that somebody isn't who you thought they were. And this is what I meant. If somebody knows, if you didn't know before if this is you, who your divine feminine is, you do now, if this is yours, or your twin does. Or when it reaches this moment, because remember, I see in the future, quite far in the future. This is what's like someone, it was the word divine feminine I was getting strongly today too. Like somebody knows, like, very strongly who their divine feminine is. And they might have always known, but it's they pushed it away, but it's like change. They're seeing beyond the illusion and letting go of expectations to follow the path to true love. Remember your identity. Yeah, it's all just the same things. Remembering who they are. Okay. What is this fucking energy, man? I can't believe I can't believe it because they're talking through me, but that was fucking crazy that I'm like describing the wee guy on the card and it's the wee guy on the card. Right, let's pull some more galactic messages. Wait a minute. So, the shadow work will be covered when I do these cards, because these are that's shadows and light anyway, do you know what I mean? So, I don't know why I'm fucking reporting home like it's fucking homework, do you know what I mean? It's more I'm saying that to the guys, like, if they're telling me that's what they want me to put out, that's, they'll guide me to the, as I observe myself, I laugh because people will be like, what the fuck is she doing, man? But anyway, I own it, it's my life. Right, I've picked up this interesting deck. So, healing, and it's, oh my god, healing, and it's, what's today? The 24th is tomorrow, it's the 23rd today as I'm filming this, 23rd October, it's the 24th tomorrow. And this has got the Pisces symbol on it. That's quite interesting because it's still, I was getting a bit excited. Well, no, it will at some point. So stay with me on this, right? The 24th of October, it's actually my best pal's birthday, but it's also, it's also like going into the beginning of, it's 0 degrees, it's the beginning of Scorpio season, which, like I've described, Scorpio is sacred sex, so it's very much twin flame stuff, but it's also intense. But also, at some point tomorrow, but definitely Wednesday, the moon moves into Pisces, so there's a lot of synchronicity there. So this is going to make sense to someone. But also, that looks like somebody's, well, it depends. Is he just like sort of staring from? I mean, I'm gathering it's like he's walking towards her, unless it's just some creepy guy in the garden watching. But do you know what I'm saying? It's like, and there's a full moon there, and the full moon's in a week on the 28th, the lunar eclipse. Yeah, I feel it's like this is a soul merger. Two people are coming towards each other. And remember, Pisces moon is soulmates as well. What else do you need? forgiveness. Oh, and oh my God, and that's the Pisces symbol too. Yeah, so I feel this possibly could be real time for some. When did I ever say that? But this could be. Oh my God, and the 23rd is today, forgiveness. Right, so we've got the 23rd and we've got the 24th and we've got the Pisces symbol and we're going to be in Pisces moon midweek. So whatever that means to someone, but I think there's a whole lot of forgiveness going on and healing and chemistry. And then we've got the Taurus symbol there, and it's the next lunar eclipse full moon is in Taurus on the 28th. So what other twin flame cards do we need? We don't need cards. I'm a twin flame message in itself, but I don't think. Right, I think we maybe need some of these. You're all I've ever wanted, yeah. It's like, again, this is what I'm feeling. It's like you are somebody's dream come true. They're your dream come true. But there's somebody in this equation that is so much more grounded into the earth. And this is a bigger, it's just big. And I miss you more than you realise. And I've always loved you and I always will. And I want to explain myself to you, but I'm afraid to contact you. You inspire me to be a better person. Right, okay. It's going to make sense to whoever it needs to make sense to, but that is quite in line with it. It's like, I feel it's like, look, it's like this, you're all this person's ever wanted, or if you're the person, you just, all you've ever wanted is this, like I said, that's what I mean, it's like a fantasy to have this person, but it's like somebody is now believing that it can happen. It's a divine masculine going from this isn't real to this is, it's not going to be real unless I do something about it kind of thing, I suppose. Right, let's see what astrology card comes out, because we've got eclipse cards in this, so it might be why they've guided me to it. What else do we need to know? Oh my God. Right, of course it's a fucking, there's only 2 eclipse cards in this, by the way, because it's the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. I just oh, this is what I mean by, can you see when I said, like, I've channeled the energy of what some poor sorry, but I would say poor masculine's going through, whether you're a man, woman, or whatever. It's fucking weird and it's scary. But I am equally, as divine feminine, going through that too, because it's like, it's just heightening, and it's more than just me being, saying it and saying, I mean, I do that all the time. It's just, I can't even describe what I'm experiencing. It's fucking wild. I've just opened it, and I don't say wild very much too, so I think somebody says wild a lot, because that's not a word I say a lot. I've just opened the book up at the page, which always feels important when I do that too. Revolution is actually something that starts in the individual hearts. So remember, this is important. This is just important, full stop, this message. This is actually so important that never mind part 2 of whatever this is going to be, being behind a paywall. Really, this one is probably like a taster of what I'll do behind the scenes, but I will just put this one on YouTube. But this is just to say to my people that tune in me all the time, I just think, like, for me not to hold myself back, I think it's time that I do take it over to, a more private platform, because I've been saying that for the past sort of year or two, and it just feels time now. Basically, I just feel that I put out enough videos, and I still will, to awaken the divine masculine energies and help divine feminines on this twin flame journey enough that help you where you're at. Because that was just basically always the thing, is that I didn't want to move the deeper messages behind a paywall, because then it wouldn't help people that I just feel aren't going to sign up to the platform, whether it be because you've got money blocks, or whether it's because it's too embarrassing to be signed up. I don't know, because like I said, when it's in public, anyone can watch it, and it's helping everyone. But I'm still going to do that. But if you're wanting to really sort of dive in deeper with these more in-depth messages, that's what we're going to do. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know if I'll be filming part 2 of this today or tomorrow, but I do feel that there is just, I can go even deeper with some of the experiences I've been having, is what I'm saying. But this matters, because we're in the energy of the solar eclipse. Like the solar eclipse was what we just had, and we're in the eclipse hallway, and we're building up to the lunar eclipse, the lunar eclipse on the 28th. So, and for all I know, you could be watching this in the future and you've caught in another eclipse. So that's the weird way that this works. So this card spells out change. Eclipses, both solar and lunar, are the earliest forecasting tools used in astrology. Through these dramatic sky events, the ancients understood major transformations were about to happen, but also this means that this is what's happening to this person, which is clearly what I've just described. If you are this person or this is your twin, it's a whole wave of people. It's not just two people this is happening to. Right, so through these dramatic sky events, the ancients understood major transformations were about to happen, and since these eclipses looked dramatic, ancient people greatly feared them. Since during an eclipse, the sun and moon is like divine feminine, divine masculine. It also described that with the Earth star and fucking hell, the soul star. Give the impression they disappeared. The ancients associated eclipses with serpents. They believed were devouring the lights in the sky. From this, the ancients formed the idea of death and rebirth. And again, we're about to be in the Scorpio season, that's death and rebirth, which is what eclipses are all about. In other words, when it comes to eclipses, something has to die for better things to be reborn. In the case of the solar eclipse, the effects are longer lasting. The solar eclipse occurs during a new moon, when the sun and the moon are opposite but perfectly aligned. For a brief time, the moon obscures the sun, blocking it from view. In essence, this is a blackout, meaning we must focus on what is directly in front of us, usually a change or a shock in store, which may not be welcome but is necessary for us to move forward. Again, that's like describing a tower moment. And this may already, I feel this has already happened to you. Yeah, like I feel this is kind of real time what's happening. Yeah, that's how they're telling me with the moons, and with the solar eclipse being last weekend, and the you know what I mean. The other, it was last weekend, wasn't it, or the weekend? Anyway, recently, yeah, it was a week ago, because in a week we're going to be in the lunar eclipse on the 28th. That's why it kind of feels like this could be real time, which again I don't say, and it still might not be, but I feel they're trying to tell me that. When the solar eclipse turns up in a reading, you can expect swift changes, the end of one chapter and start of a new one. Well, that's in line with all the channelings I've been doing this week. You may have felt something would eventually happen, not having recently paid much attention to the situation. Then you're presented with a shock or a jolt, and you're reeling over sudden change. And that's what that's why I think I was given the visual of the guy floating in the sky before the card came out. This upheaval takes away what has been familiar and safe, so you can embark upon new territories or even venture to strange new terrain, but it will be daunting. And that's why I think the messages are coming through about fear. It's fear of change. It doesn't need to be fear of change of getting into a twin flame union, but this does very much feel like that. But it could be changed in some other way. This could mean something to someone else. Oh, and it's about to call it out. These events may seem like negative at first: a divorce, the end of a relationship, being forced to move, or even losing your job. So that's what I just said. It doesn't need to be about love, but it does always feel like it with what I'm channeling. Eclipses tend to affect relationships foremost, however, you may soon see stressors and upsetting changes in the relational support you've counted on. For whatever reason, these may be taken away, either for the time being but perhaps permanently. So one thing you can count on is that your life will go through a complete rearrangement of sorts. It feels like I'm describing spiritual awakening. The energies are saying that this is necessary to be cruel before being kind. Again, tower moment. It's basically what I say all the time. If you don't heed the warning signs and you keep hanging on, thinking you've got more time, a tower moment will come in and blast everything apart. You know what I mean? And it's just, it needs to happen to all of us at some point. It's happened to me, it'll happen to you, it'll happen to us again. It just, sometimes we are just so scared to change. But eclipses are not always about the downside. Instead, you may find yourself having to dive in, change something, fix something, or create something you hadn't really thought of, but will work out brilliantly, that ends up transforming your life all the ways you've hoped for, maybe beyond your wildest imaginings. All in all, when the solar eclipse card turns up, it implies that you're being forced to make a decision to act on it. Yeah, this is what I'm feeling. There will be no stepping away from it, even though you may not have been consciously aware of just how much certain issues were not working. It's time to look ahead and finally resolve what has held you back. Now's the time to begin anew and start a new chapter in the book of life. And it's about rapid change in direction or life path. That's what, again, it feels like this is a divine masculine energy that fought their life was going one way and everything is changing direction. But again, it's not in a direction this person doesn't want to go in. It is like, because they're pulling me the word dream up there. It's like, it's pulling this person in the direction of their dreams. But it just all doesn't feel very real. Rising to sudden challenges, changes in job or residence, major adjustments in the home, family situations. And by the way, the one at the weekend on the 28th will do that. It could be happening now to people, or it could be happening shortly after, but that is about the home. It's about home, finances, assets, money, values, what you value, breaking old patterns, being pushed in new directions, self-mastery, working with the shadow. I said shadow work. Feeling lost, being in the dark. I did describe I felt scared when I was channeling the energy, what someone's going through. It did feel scary. I mean, I had to be like, what the hell's going on? There's like, all right, I'm channeling the energy. And then it went away. Being in the dark, facing what needs to be faced, willingness to reinvent, being thrown out of balance, then finding your balance once more, a shakedown, starting a new path, being zapped into awareness, becoming present, being required to awaken, being no longer able to rely upon the familiar. Yep. And the key ideas are crisis, change, divorce, disillusion, breakdown, build up, relocation. I'm not building another one of them. I think that's quite enough. Fucking hell. We'll keep it there though for the thumbnail. Right. Let's just get some of these to see if there's any more Lemurian, Arcturian, or anything like that wants to come through. I think I've just seen the grounded card in this. That's a lot of cards about grounding. So if you are experiencing this, if in any way, shape or form you're experiencing what I'm describing, get out into nature, go for a walk, have something to eat that can ground you as well. Listen to a grounded meditation, although depending on how you're feeling, that might not help you so much if it's, I don't know if it's going to just open you up a bit more, but I would definitely advise you listen to one of my meditations about disconnecting from the old earth and connecting to the new earth, because that feels like someone's having a crisis of the two. It's reached 37 minutes as well. 37 is about following your North Node, and this is what this is all about. Someone's being guided to make the changes to follow their North Node path, which for all of us would be, it's scary changes. You know, you want to stay in the comfort of the past and what you know of the South Node, but you're being pushed out your comfort zone. And also, can I say, when I'm recording this, the phone's upside down, so that feels like a message in itself. Like, everything just feels fucking upside down and all over the fucking place. Right. What else do we need to know here? Baby steps. Yeah, this is someone getting ready to make the changes. Action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Oh, that needs to be in the title. Do you know, like, I really feel for whoever's going through this, and there's a whole load of people like this. It feels scary. Like, someone is really being guided to. This is such a divine masculine, and like going through. Nothing makes sense anymore, but they just know they need to follow their intuition, and some to their twin. Look at that. I mean, that card in itself fucking describes what I'm feeling. Someone going through the intelligence, the universe lies within you. Someone's just following their intuition. They're following their guides, whether they're aware that that's what's happening or not. I'm fucking gobsmacked at these cards. The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. But it's horrible. Whatever someone is going, it's actually horrible. But it's going to lead to happiness. I'm just noticing, I feel there's a lot of rose, divine feminine rose codes coming in here. Christ consciousness, forgiveness, light codes coming in. Return, I didn't even notice I said that. Returning to each other, compassion, humanity. Again, it's the forgiveness. This kind of does feel like real time for some people. Because Pisces moon midweek is unconditional love, forgiveness, Jesus energy, compassion. And remember, the shadow side of Pisces would be like somebody on their knees praying for forgiveness, or begging for forgiveness, or like to God, I mean to higher power, or surrendering to what's happening. That's what happens in spiritual awakening, right? I think that's enough of them too, but I'm going to put these aside for the thumbnail. Right, let's just do I want to pull one of these two, right? So I think when I pull these cards, I'll put these in the written post. Where's the divine? Give us 1 or 2 cards for Divine Feminine Collective, whether it's going to tie in with this big message or a different load of people that need help. Where's the Divine Feminine at? Oh, did say 2 cards, right? Okay, so it's about money again. Oh my god, notice the See, it's quite funny because when I channel these messages out, I don't always notice the synchronicity until I watch it back myself. But you see how I was just saying, they're guiding me to be starting some sort of platform, which I feel it'll just, I started it on the Ko-fi, so I feel I may as well finish it on that. But it's like, I do feel whether it's just now and again, but I do feel I'm going to be putting things on there, and it'll, I might I think I might dive deeper at it now. Now I really do sound like the other YouTubers, but it's like, I think I might dive deeper into this, like if I feel like it, or I'll just, because there's so much coming through with this. But you see how, like, look, cash flow and follow your dreams. That's about money not being so great because it's the 2 pentacles in reverse. But when you follow your dreams, it helps you. That's what I'm getting from that. That's the divine feminine. So just to keep it simple, it can be divine masculine too, though. Oh, that, look, I've picked up 2 different decks. Community. So there's something about a community. So, oh my god, and that's what Ko-fi is, a community. And you're a user of my community, so it's like the right people that I've met to help will be guided to my community, whether it's on Ko-fi, Patreon, or whatever, a private community, as well as the public community. But okay, that's what that means. Right, what's going on with the divine masculine then? So, right, wow, I've just had an even bigger epiphany as I'm saying that. So I'm following my intuition before it makes sense as well. Do you know what I mean? Because part of me is like, look, because that's still in the short action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Part of me is like, oh, but I tried that before and it wasn't the right time. But that's because it wasn't the right time. So in your life, something you started before wasn't the right time. Very interesting. Right, okay, so there's just something, there's an action in your life you need to take action with. You've got to follow it before it makes sense. And I very much feel in this case it's like it's towards somebody following their dreams, whether that's about another area of your life or love. It's going to make sense. Someone divine masculine. Oh my god, I don't even know. I don't even think when. Oh my god, guys, they're coming up with the goods today. By the way, this is an exciting message. Look at this. The divine masculine. So the divine feminines are getting guided to things that will help them in what I've just described there. And it seems very much to do with things to do with money and following your dreams. And even if your money is okay, it's just about the fact that your true abundance lies in following your dreams. So if you're like, again, this is for divine feminines regardless of your gender, your money might be okay, but if you're not following your dreams and you're bored of your job, then that's not good. So that's how that can make sense too. But I feel for a lot of people it could be money issues, and then when you follow your intuition before it makes sense, the money comes. But the divine masculine is and then I think that's what helps your divine, well, I feel that's what helps your divine masculine. They're telling me take the chances, spontaneity, taking chances. I feel this is the new beginnings, change, new beginnings, going on a new adventure, a journey. That is a woman on that card too, but I mean you can be a man. And divine masculine, that is divine masculine energy, the emperor, masculine influence, power. By you following your intuition before it makes sense, you give your masculine that energy to become the divine masculine. Wow. Okay. And then this is fast action, travel, the inspired warrior. Gonna make sense to someone. I feel we do need another one of these wee ones because I didn't shuffle them on camera, and then we'll just get back to the run-of-the-mill ones that I do every day. And remember, if you do want anything like this for yourself, unlisted and private, you can book that from the schedule in that section. Or if you would like me to pull the cards that I'm going to do after these ones in public at the end of these videos, then you can use the links below. And yeah, if you want to book anything else, like a live session or that's in the schedule too, or you can email me. And remember, if anyone is having any issues with me not replying emails, I'd appreciate if you just put a wee, I don't usually say that, but I did. If you, like, I wouldn't say it like I'd appreciate it, but that's, so maybe you speak like that, but like, it would be good if you leave a wee comment or something to let me know that you've sent an email and I haven't replied, because, my emails are full, you know what I mean? So, but they usually do still come through. That's what I'm taking the time to sort shit like that out. So, what else do we need to know here? Oh my god. Pleiadian activation. Coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's very galactic, very, very Pleiadian. I mean, did I mention the Pleiadians when I was saying Lemurian and everything? I think I did. But anyway, like I said, I'm always channeling Pleiadian energy. They're always with me, giving me the info. Yeah, it's all happening. It's big energy. Anuki light codes, energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like some of the information that's coming into me, it feels very new. I did think that when I said that the other week, that some of the beings that are going to be making contact with us is ones that other people haven't made contact with before. And we'll just see as that unfolds. And I think that's probably the stuff that I'll be talking about if you want to join me further on the journey. So we can't, and you know, there's a message in this. You can't hold yourself back when other people aren't going with the flow and going with you. You can't hold yourself back from your soul mission, your soul's calling. That's a big message, but I do get what that means. It's like there's bigger messages that want to come out, and I just feel like it's for a handful of people that are going to understand it right now. And then it might be the case where it's like, oh, you know, it's because a lot of people do that. It's like, you know, you pay to see it first and then I release it to the public later on when they're ready, that kind of thing. I just don't know though. I'm following my intuition before it makes sense. And it might not be right away either. Like I might decide to do it in a few days, but I think it is probably, maybe it's after this, after I have a wee cup of tea, then get back to whatever that's going to be. Right, okay. It feels exciting though. The underworld, oh, this is very Scorpio, where all things pause and begin again. Feels very dark night of the soul. Happiness in our hearts and homes. But look at the flames, the twin flames, the fires. It's like somebody's being called to this feeling of home, but you can see it's not straightforward. Nothing ever is. Right, the underworld. What a deep message. I love it. 62. You see, you can tell there's a lot of things conjunct in my very deep Scorpio placements because, well, just basically with how psychic I've been in this video, that's like even more than what I usually am all the time, but it's also, where's this card? It's also how deep the messages are. Like, they'll just go over some people's heads, but I'm not going to worry about that. I can't, do you know what? See, when I'm saying that about me, this is what I mean. I'm channeling the energy. You can't micromanage people. It's like, so see with you and your twin flame, if your twin flame can't understand what is going on with you or what is going on with them, you can't micromanage that. Like, you actually have to surrender and let it go and just follow what you're guided to do. And ironically, that helps them remember who they are and what they have to do, and you meet in the middle if it's your true twin flame, when you're meant to. Right. Oh my god, it's that one. So it's not the other one that keeps coming up, but then we've got a time for spirit. Again, someone's connecting to their spirit, to their soul. It's clean-up time. That came out just yesterday, didn't it? See how we've got these repeating ones? So I know that's annoying when it's like I say, I'm not reading it again because it was in the one before, but I'm going to say that. I can't be arse reading it again. I'll scan it. But it's basically, let's just scan it now before I read the other one. What I feel it's because if you haven't seen the one from yesterday, you need to watch it. And I'm just thinking, what did I call it? Because if someone finds us in the future, anyway, if someone really wants to know what's the one from yesterday and you found this months later or whatever, no, it'll be the one before it. It'll be the one above or below it. However that works. So anyway, it always shocks me when people think something shouldn't be there, like me, and this is talking about the mildew. I grow naturally where it's warm and wet, and I love to show you what you may need to take care of. I can do wonderful things. I can be medicine, or I can be a parasite too. Again, it feels like both these cards feel very Scorpio. As we're in Mercury in Scorpio right now, and as we're about to be in Scorpio season tomorrow, it's it might even be later on tonight, but actually I think it is tomorrow it goes in. But it's basically, or late tonight, whatever. It'll be different times. If it's tomorrow anyway, I know that much. But you know what I mean? This is about, you can either go to the dark side of the Scorpio and sabotage yourself and lash out at the people that are there to help you, or you can go down to the darkness, your dark night of soul, and you can transcend. And now I can't stop hiccupping. You can transcend what's happening to you, and you can be reborn again. Well, that ain't fucking deep at all, is it? Let's see this spirit animal card's calling to me. I need a bit of guidance for the person that's specifically going through this. Act as if. This is what I'm saying. This is the big message that I'm getting, is it's like somebody is finding it hard to navigate how their fantasy is being guided to become a reality. And the way that you make that happen is, and they're pulling me up to the word fight, is you fight for what matters to you and you act as if. Meaning you've got to be fearless and bold as on the bottom. And watch and wait. I feel someone's done a lot of watching and waiting. See, it's a divine masculine. It's divine masculines that watch content like this to awaken, which is what you all do. You know what I mean? We all do it to awaken. And you've done enough watching and waiting, and now you need to act on something. And I knew the bear was going to come out. I should have said it. But with all the other stuff that's happened, I'm sure people believe me. But if you don't, who cares? It's bear spirit is working with you. It's you've took the time out. Someone's taken the time out of Dark Night Soul, but it's the end of that now, and it's like it's time to act. Tend to the small things. It's like I feel all these animals are going to have significance, but it's like I just feel like someone's been cowering away, like in the shadows. And now it's time to overcome the obstacle of what scares you and seeing the bigger picture of everything. 29th is the day after the lunar eclipse. So I think that's the Sunday. So yeah, so that's basically a week from now. So I feel, Spirit has your back with these changes, and today is the 23rd. Again, this feels real time. Wow, Eagle Spirit and Hawk Spirit, let Spirit be your guide. Right after I said Spirit has your back, we've got a 32 and a 23. These are mirroring numbers, twin flame feeling. And now is a lucky time. Right, so I was about to say I don't care, but that's a bit harsh. What I was about to say is I don't care who this is for. It's for someone, and I'll just trust that it's going to speak to you, and they want us to be a dragon card. Earth and Fire Dragon works with you to clear the 5th dimensional ley lines. It's time for service. When you give, you receive. Yeah, and again, so it's very in line with what I'm saying. It's like I give all the time for free on here, but they're actually guiding me to, to come up with more creative ways of how I can receive back, other than the clients that book with me. Because like I said, sometimes I can have periods where I'm not getting clients, and it's, you know what I mean? It's that's how I'm guided to be a service. So whatever that means to people, enables you to access your deepest soul wisdom. Spirituality and wisdom are available to you. Develop your psychic abilities and receive ineffable soul knowledge. Again, this is what I'm saying. When I was channeling the bit of freaking out, somebody's getting a lot of information coming in that's freaking them out. Okay, so, and so like I said, I feel it's either going to be that I do a more deeper part too, as I keep feeling guided to say, of this, or to say the things that I wanted to say that I didn't want to say in public, I suppose is what that means, which I don't even totally know what that means. I've got a kind of idea. But it could just be that this is a taster of how deep we're going to go behind the scenes. But I go deep in public too, so like I said, I don't even really know what that means. It's to do with that card. Take action where it makes sense. So we'll see when I announce whatever it is that I've created, then you can see whether you're guided to it or not. But thanks for watching this, and please like, comment, subscribe, because that's a way to energetically exchange. It's like the liking, it really does help the algorithm, and commenting. So like I said, I appreciate that even if you've got nothing to say, if you want to help me and you want to help the channel grow, then it's just great if you just put a wee heart or something, you know what I mean? But like it, put a heart, obviously comment something if you've got something else that you want to say, and yeah, and share it with anyone else you feel might need it. Master Hilarion and the Archangel Raphael, and there's the 28th again. So yeah, this is a very big message about the eclipse, because the eclipse is on the 28th. So let's read the underworld and then I'll read that. So it says, where all things pause and begin again, another realm. Sorry, this phone keeps fucking, an alarm keeps going off, so that's got meaning as well. Another realm, shadow-filled, travel from death's bed, where we stop and transform within the realm of the dead. The idea of the underworld, a lower realm that we go to after we die, is a concept that crosses a huge variety of cultures and eras. The Sumerians, the Turkish, the Incas, the Greeks, through the Siberians, the Maori, and the Khmers, all a distinct word for the underworld. It's different though. What is different though is how the cultures treat this concept, whether the underworld is seen as a place of rest and rejuvenation or horror and punishment. So again, I feel it's about the dark night of soul. You can see it as a punishment, or you could see it as a huge time of like bear energy, of hibernating to birth this new part of yourself. But like I said, it is shit and it is dark and it's, you know, it's that spiritual awakening. But on the other side of it, it's amazing. And that's what I'm feeling someone going through. It's all shit's kicking off, is the way I'd say it. The Christian hails a place of darkness, fire and punishment. The Egyptian underworld is one of judgment, peace and renewal. In Maori culture, it is an in-between place of waiting, wisdom and transition. Many myths that mention the underworld often involve the concept of a place of waiting, of trials and eventual judgment. It can also be a place of joy and peace. Should the underworld card present itself in your reading, you're being asked to consider exactly what it is you have to do to transform your life. Wow. And it's something you find easier and more authentic to you. This may involve changing course. Oh my god. I mean, action, follow your intuition where it makes sense, returning to each other. That one says coming together. That one says cracked opening, it's happening for you, not to you. That one's saying the intelligence lies in you, and that one's talking about change. Wow. I have no idea what we're going to be using for the thumbnail, but this is big, big energy. It may involve trials and tests, keep moving. Whilst things may fall away, your life may appear bare for a time. This is temporary. Space is being made in which you can create the new. Right, so again, I completely get what this message of it is about. And I have to not micromanage the fact that this might go completely over some of your heads. I'm going to trust that it lands with who it needs to. And basically what the message is you have to move forward in some sort of way. If you're staying stuck in any kind of way, just do something, move forward to something. It's kind of like the very simple example of what I'm saying about I could just get the insight that I'm meant to be creating extra content for people that want to go a bit deeper, you know, that will actually be willing to invest in my business to go deeper, you know, to get those messages, to help them, but also helps me as well. And it's like, or I could just not do anything and I could just stay stuck. Do you know what I'm saying? But this could, for a divine masculine, this might be in a similar way. You're just guided to take action, take action on something before everything's perfect or something. But I feel for someone specifically, it's clearly with all these messages, it's like someone's being guided to their twin. Yeah, ascension, the rainbow bridge. And it's because of the eclipse. Like when the eclipse portal closes, I think there might be all these blocks, you know, literal blocks or spiritual blocks that come up to stop you moving forward. And I don't know what that means either guys, I'm just the messenger, right? So let's read this. So part of your divine purpose is to develop the power of your mind and use it for healing purposes. If you change your mind, you can change your world. Guidance and healing inspiration come to you daily, helping you improve your own life and the lives of others. Healing and opening the mind to new realities, possibilities, or gifts of the ascended master Hilarion, Archangel Raphael. I actually even get what this means. I think that actually means for me, it's like I do, like I've basically I do that. See, I'm starting to look. I mean, this is how nervous and the changes it is for somebody to make the changes. But it's like what I'm trying to say is I've got all these other skills, gifts and talents that I do use from time to time. Like if somebody like asks for a tailor-made hypnosis, I could do it. but it's kind of like I feel like I'm getting guided to make it more easier to actually, like, you know, like the so if I get inspired to make a specific healing for something that is more in depth, that is not for free, that it'll be there, you know what I mean? And that's what I've always visualized. But like I said, it's like it's coming together now. So that's what it means to me. So you've been absorbing, I'm just going to sort of skip bits of this. You've been absorbing a lot of new information. Well, fuck yes, today that resonates. You may feel you have so many tasks to do that you don't know where to start. This is making sense, isn't it? Or that if you stop to rest, you'll never get through it all. This is causing, by the way, also 8 to 8 is a number I see all the time. That could be really linked to twin flames as well. It's connected to abundance as well, but I feel somebody might be seeing 8 to 8 everywhere. I know I see it everywhere. Mental stress with diminishing your productivity. It's time to slow down and cleanse your mind with the assistance of Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. Right, and it's just talking about sitting without the distractions of the phone and the TV and blah, blah, blah. Right, this oracle comes for a message with you. If you're interested in the healing that involves the mind, whatever it be, psychology, psychotherapy, cognitive behavioural therapy, hypnosis, NLP. Right, okay, so yeah, this is basically all the stuff that I do. It's talking about belief systems, meditating. It's about doing a bit of that. You know what I mean? And so this is confirmation for me about why they're guiding me to do that, provide it for people. But this could have some sort of other meaning for you as well, for your life. Right, okay, so I'm going to go now because that was an hour and that was really heavy. I call upon the healing grace of Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael, who love me unconditionally. May my own mind now gain rest, clearing, and refreshment. I fucking need it after channeling this out. I deserve a fucking medal at the very least. What I'm being guided to say as well is if you haven't commented on the community tab, letting me know that you want a card when I do a video to pull a free message for people tomorrow, then go and put something there, because so far there's only one person. So that's fine. If it's only one person that wants a free card, then fine. But that's the way it stands right now. Right, okay, so may I be assisted through unconditional love for mental healing and the development of my mind in service to a spiritual life purpose. Please help me let go mentally to allow more positive healing changes to happen. Again, that is in line with this whole message. Somebody feels like they're cracking up a little bit with a spiritual awakening, and you need to surrender to the process and trust that this is really happening. I ask for the grace I need to access all helpful knowledge, understanding, and wisdom necessary for me to fulfill my divine purpose. And what I'm guided to say there is, if you can't handle it yourself, you need to get help from somebody that knows what they're going through, knows what you're going through. And again, that's what I've been helping people with for just shy of 10 years. Really, it's longer than that, because like I said, it's 9 years ago next summer that I made Crystal Clear Visions, but that's just when I made this name up. I have been training and healing and doing all these different modalities for 20 years, right? And it's kind of like, I can help you through your dark. I've helped many, many people through their dark night of soul. You know what I mean? I've helped people that have got like a whole family, you know, like kids and partners, and and I've managed to support them through that, to break through their calling, to to achieve big things. So I'm really proud of them, and I'm proud of me, and I'm proud of loads of different people. May my mind become peaceful, clear, and refreshed. Basically, the point of me saying that is I've helped people that are in a dark place, like I've got through the other side and achieving amazing things. So if they can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. May my mind become more peaceful, clear, and refreshed. May all beings be free from mental anguish through the grace and unconditional love of the divine through my own free will. So be it. I am definitely going for Sunny now. I hope this helped you. Please at least like it if it helped you. I'm not going to fucking beg you, but I'm asking you, please. And definitely comment if you're able to. And I'll see you in the next one.